Why is it important for people to have a will? Because a lot of people don't have one. They don't think to do it.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that they don't need a will because they have no money or it's not necessary, without understanding that actually, if someone passed away, it creates a lot of chaos to the family. First of all, they have to deal with the loss of you, but at the same time, it's important that they know who is going to inherit the estate. And the probate process in Hong Kong, I must say, is not as very straightforward.
So even somebody who's a young professional, you would recommend they get this done?
Absolutely. Say, for example, MPF. But most people do have an MPF account in Hong Kong, and it has to be dealt with by way of probate after somebody passed away. So, without a will, that would definitely make the probate process much more complicated.
Who can be named?
Anyone can be named in the will. It doesn't mean that just because you have family members doesn't mean that you have to name them as a family as a beneficiary. You can name anyone, your friends, anyone who look after you. You cannot name your dog though.
But you have to be specific, right?
You have to be very, very specific. We don't want someone to come forward and say, oh, I'm the beneficiary, but it's not the one. So that's why it's very important to have a professional who drafts your will.
And you say particularly important for same-sex couples.
Oh, definitely, because same-sex marriage and relationship is not recognized in Hong Kong. So your spouse, the same-sex spouse, is not going to inherit your estate if he's not named in the will. And this is particularly the case when the spouse is actually financially relying on you. Imagine if he suddenly loses your financial provision. How is he going to survive, especially in Hong Kong, a very expensive city?
And you could have family members swooping in and saying that a partner, if they're not named in a will, saying that the family members are entitled, even if they're estranged. You hear horror stories like that.
Oh yes, actually we are dealing with horror story like that. And it's particularly saddening when the family members can totally change their attitude to you when tragedy like this happens. The family dynamics suddenly change, no matter how accepted they are to you during his lifetime. After he passed away, as soon as they know that they can inherit the estate and you're not, you'll be left with no choice.